ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Good evening and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, May 14, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash. The Minister of Foreign Affairs welcomed the recent statement from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, viewing it as a positive acknowledgement of the Islamic Emirates' efforts in security and economic development in Afghanistan. The ministry expressed readiness to engage in constructive discussions with the U.S. and other nations about the return of Afghans who no longer qualify to stay in their host countries. They emphasized the importance of establishing bilateral mechanisms and consular services to uphold the dignity and rights of returning citizens, address national security concerns, and streamline processes following the accepted standards. The Minister of Energy and Water, Mullah Abdul Latif Mansour, and his delegation met with Uzbekistan's Minister of Energy, Jerbek Mirza Muhammadov, in Tashkent. The Ministry of Energy and Water says that in this meeting, both sides discussed mutual economic benefits, technical cooperation, and strengthening of sustainable relations between Afghanistan and Uzbekistan in the energy sector. The Minister of Refugees and Repatriations, Maulavi Abdul Kabir, met with the Governor of Nuristan, Qari Zainul Abidin Abed, and the Director of Education of Coast, Maulavi Faizullah Jamal, in separate meetings. In this meeting, Maulavi Abdul Kabir praised and emphasized the efforts of Emirate officials in serving the Islamic system and the people, and that providing facilities to Afghan refugees is a priority of the Islamic Emirate. In this meeting, the Governor of Nuristan shared the problems and demands of the returned refugees, which the Minister of Refugees and Repatriations assured of reaching out and cooperating. A delegation led by the Chief of Staff of the Prime Minister's Office, Dr. Mullah Abdul Wasi Khadim, visited Uzbekistan. The delegation, along with the Special Envoy of the President of Uzbekistan, Ismatullah Argeshev, and the Governor of Surkh Darya province, attended a ceremony held at the International Joint Market in Surkh Darya province, Uzbekistan. While welcoming the Afghan delegation, the Special Envoy of Uzbekistan for Afghanistan, Ismatullah Argeshev, said since the rule of the Islamic Emirate, cultural, social, political, economic and political relations between Uzbekistan and Afghanistan have improved and strengthened, and this is a major change at the regional level. In his speech at the ceremony, the Chief of Staff of the Prime Minister's Office said that the Islamic Emirate seeks good relations and interaction with countries in the region and the world, including Uzbekistan, based on mutual respect. Afghan investors believe that increased domestic investment can significantly boost job opportunities in the country. Citing a $650 million investment in the Hajigak iron ore mines, mining and exploration, they assert this initiative will drive substantial economic growth in Afghanistan. Take a look to the details.
The deputy spokesperson of the Islamic Emirate states that several Afghan investors, during a meeting with Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar, the deputy prime minister for economic affairs, indicated their intent to invest $650 million in the mining and exploration of the segment of Hajigak iron mine.
During a recent meeting, the investors stated that they are ready to invest approximately $650 million in 3 phases to explore and extract 1 block of the Hajigak iron ore mine. Additionally, they plan to build a factory inside the country equipped with advanced technology, meeting international standards for processing of iron. This factory will directly provide employment opportunities for around 6,000 people.
The deputy spokesperson of the Islamic Emirate adds that Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar has assured these investors of full support and cooperation. Additionally, many investors view domestic investment by Afghans as beneficial for creating job opportunities as well as promoting economic growth and development.
With the signing of contracts, extraction and processing phases, unemployment will decrease and job opportunities will be created. This will allow us to rely on our domestic production from the iron ore mine, highlighting the urgent need for steel factories in the country. Currently, we have 42 steel factories in Afghanistan with an investment of $500 million in this sector. Once iron ore is extracted in Afghanistan, it will supply raw materials to our domestic factories.
The Hojigak iron mine, located in the Hindu Kush mountainous region between Bamyan, Maidanwardak and Barwan provinces in Afghanistan, and is considered the largest iron mine in the region and the world.
The Afghan Red Crescent Society has begun construction of a building in Farah province at a cost of 20 million Afghanis. Officials in Farah province say that the entire cost of this four-story building will be paid for from the internal revenues of the Afghan Red Crescent Society. It's worth mentioning that according to the development plan of the Afghan Red Crescent Society, similar administrative buildings are being built in Farah, Logar, Kapisa and Samangan provinces. The International Organization for Migration (IOM) says that in the past 45 days, nearly 128,000 Afghan refugees have returned to the country from Pakistan. The Ministry of Refugees and Repatriation says that it is committed to providing full support and assistance to Afghan refugees returning from neighboring countries. More details in this report.
The International Organization for Migration (IOM) in a press release said that 128,000 Afghans have returned to the country from Pakistan from April 1 to May 12, most of whom were forcibly deported.
The International Organization for Migration has provided shelter, food, medical care and protection to more than 68,000 detainees, most of whom are women and children, and Afghan detainees need more assistance. For these efforts to be effective, coordination, attention to needs, and focus on sustainability are essential. Investment in detainees not only helps improve their lives, but also contributes to regional and global peace and stability.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Refugees and Repatriation says that it is fully prepared for the returnees.
Temporary camps have been set up on a country's border and in remote areas for returning migrants. After completing the registration process and receiving aid, including cash, food and non-food items, arrangements are made to transport them safely back to their home areas.
On the other hand, the Ministry of Economy assures that it has kept the process of attracting and absorbing aid for Afghan returnees active in coordination with national and international partner institutions and organizations.
In this regard, alongside national charitable foundations, industrial production and business associations and various local and foreign investors, several NGOs and UN-affiliated organizations have shown interest and are collaborating in different sectors to ensure effective cooperation and provide assurance.
According to the Ministry of Refugees and Repatriation, the Islamic Emirate is committed to providing more assistance to Afghan returnees, as well as increasing efforts in the field of resettlement.
And the final one is that 351 kilograms of narcotics were discovered and seized by the 9th Border Brigade of the 207th Al-Faruq Corps. They prevented the smuggling of 351 kilograms of narcotics to a neighboring country during a series of intelligence operations. The operations were carried out in the Pashmaki area of Lash Jawan district of Farah province, during which 330 kilograms of crystal meth, 16 kilograms of opium, and 10 kilograms of heroin were discovered and seized. That's all for tonight. Stay with us to stay updated. Have a good night.
Sato i pasro vino da shahidanu kur